But before I lead you through our meditation, I just want to share a few words about the practice and the practice of a teacher that is close to my heart. His name is Thich Nhat Hanh. I know all of you know about him here, but today I want to talk about how he teaches children about meditation, which I find particularly helpful and really poignant in these times. So how he teaches children about meditation is basically asking them to look into Mother Nature, to see how Mother Nature teaches us to meditate, how Mother Nature is, and how we can be like her while we meditate. And he focuses on 4 elements of nature. First is, well, not first, there is no order, but one of them is a flower. So he invites children to think about a flower and how a flower is, and how a flower blooms. When a flower blooms, how much freshness and beauty it can bring into the world. Not only itself being fresh, but also inviting freshness to the space that surrounds her, the people that come close to the flower. So he encourages us to allow ourselves to also bring that freshness to meditation and to living. Another one is a mountain. He invites children to think about a mountain, the solidity of a mountain, regardless of snow or wind or sun or rain. The mountain is always solid. The mountain does not get moved or distracted by the changes around her. Little animals can come and lay down on her, and trees can grow on top of her. And she is always solid. So we can invite a little bit of that into our meditation, the solidity of just sitting, not being distracted, not being moved by what is around us. Next, he invites us to think about the stillness of water. Just picture a beautiful still lake that reflects a beautiful blue sky. And he focuses on how still water is always reflecting whatever is there, not trying to change whatever is there, not trying to push it away or grasp at it. It only reflects. And he invites us to bring that reflection into our meditation. And the last one is air or space. And the qualities of space that allow us to have room for ourselves, have space for ourselves, have space for our emotions, our thoughts, give space to those we love, and be free, not weighted, not attached, just open and spacious. And I think those beautiful reflections on how nature can help us meditate come particularly in handy during these different times. It's easy to be at home and have similar sort of days, often see similar people go through similar emotions, and forget that it is possible to bring that freshness into every situation, to bring that freshness into every new day, into all of our activities. It is possible to be that flower wherever we go and whatever space we inhabit. A mountain, given so much change, so much sometimes perceived difficulties and real difficulties in the world right now, it is easy to feel carried away by the worldly winds. But it is also possible to bring the solidity of a mountain into all situations, and we can be that as well. The stillness of the water is particularly helpful when we think about our natural tendency as human beings to want to either push away what we don't enjoy or what we do not want to see, or try to bring closer to us those things that make us feel calm, make us feel at ease. But it is also possible to just reflect things and see things as they are without trying to change them, because they are exactly as they are right now, and that is the truth. And just by being with it, we can align ourselves with the reality of the world. And the beauty of air and space, which is part of what we're here to do today with each other. Just give ourselves that space, that silence, that time to breathe, that time to give ourselves that energy that will help us bring freshness and solidity and stillness into the world. So I'm grateful for Thich Nhat Hanh's teachings and those beautiful insights that can help us in our lives and this meditation that we're going to share. So feel free to get in a comfy position if you're not already in one. It's okay to just be sitting on a chair or on a cushion. What you want to focus on is just try and have a straight back. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And begin settling your body and your breath. Allow your breath to go at its natural pace. And what you want to do now is just bring your attention to what that feels like. What does it feel like to breathe? What does it feel like in your body to breathe in fresh air and to exhale a warm breath from your beautiful lungs? As we breathe with awareness, at times it becomes very clear how lucky we are to be able to breathe fresh air, to have healthy or relatively healthy lungs, that help us breathe. The wonderful gift, that breath gives us by subtly helping us relax and settle in to the present moment. So let's honor our breath by just being with it, present and aware. As you breathe in, be aware that you're breathing in. And as you breathe out, be aware that you're breathing out. In and out. And as you focus on your breath, also invite that freedom, that space, that air can bring into your life. we can embody air and its space during these next few minutes, during the time of this meditation, by allowing this space to be our own, separate from our habitual thinking, our activities, our planning, free from everything else except this moment. You can invite that space and freedom by simple mental note. I am space as you breathe in. I am free as you breathe out. Space, free. And as our breath and as this space naturally settle our bodies and minds, even if just a little bit, bring awareness to that. Bring awareness to your body. The slower pace of your breath. What is it like to feel your body settle? What are the sensations in your body when you allow yourself the space to breathe? And you allow yourself the space to be free. If you find tension within your body, you can also invite that tension to release for the remainder of this meditation by just, as you breathe in, being aware of your body, and as you breathe out, releasing all tension in your body. Just giving yourself the permission to let it melt. And breathe and relax. In this state of settling, we can begin to invite the space around us. Bring awareness to the sounds, the smells, that subtle changes in light in your closed eyes. And like still water, we can reflect them all and just be with whatever is here. And we pay attention to the sounds outside of us. We can notice the nature of sound. How sounds appear and disappear. How we cannot control when a sound appears or disappears. And we can just be with that, reflecting. And in this state of meditation and stillness, sometimes it's also easier to notice our thoughts. and how, in a way, our thoughts and emotions have a shared nature with sound, in that their nature is to appear and disappear. If anything, being distracted by a thought helps us see how much we cannot control thoughts. We cannot control their nature to appear and disappear. So, like still water, we can also just reflect our thoughts and emotions in their shared nature with sounds to appear and disappear. And a wonderful companion at times to help us bring stillness to our waters is our breath. Returning to it. Bringing awareness to it. Letting our breath bring in the stillness that it naturally does. In the state of space and tranquility with things as they are. It's easy to see the solidity in us. As we are already sitting here like beautiful mountains. Solid within ourselves within the space, accepting things as they are right now in this moment. And in that solidity, we can bring refuge to all of those beings whose conditions in this moment might not allow them to be as solid as we are right now. We offer our solidity knowing that others will one day offer theirs whenever we are moved by these worldly winds. But in this moment, right now, we can be a mountain. We can be solid and still and free. If our thoughts or emotions distract us or take us away from this moment, it is okay. It is our nature. And our focus in meditation is just to be aware of that. And return to our breath in our body. And begin again. To find that freedom and stillness and solidity. Every moment is a new opportunity to begin again. Forever. And the clarity that is available for us in this space also helps us bring awareness to the possibility of offering our freshness, fresh eyes whenever we see the sky or those that we love. the possibility of offering freshness and relief to those that we speak through our words. The possibility of bringing freshness and ease through our hands to those that we touch and all of the activities that we do. That freshness is a possibility. And we can be the flowers that offer it. And in these last few minutes of our meditation, I invite you to open up your awareness to everyone on this call and everyone on this planet. Embodying the freedom of air, the stillness of the water, the solidity of a mountain, and the freshness of a flower. And bring a sense of gratitude for them and for their effort. And bring a sense of gratitude for yourself and for your effort. And as we end our meditation, let me read to you some words from Thich Nhat Hanh, speaking about these elements. On being a flower, when we sit as though our cushion is a lotus blossom. We must not sit as though on hot coals. That is, with all of our anger and worries that make us want to run. When I greet someone, I can greet them with my eyes, that is greeting them with two flowers. If I greet them with my smile, that is another flower. And my hands can each be a flower. When I greet someone and bow to them, I say something like this: a flower for you, Buddha to be. On being a mountain, there is something solid about us that is more than our emotions. When you look at a tree, at the top, you can see the small branches and leaves. That is how our emotions are. And yet, we have a trunk that is stable, that is not our emotions. On being still water, When we are like still water, we can reflect what is without distortion. We must be calm for this to take place. And on being space, when we love someone, we give them space. If you love yourself, give yourself space around you and space within you. When you arrange flowers, leave space around each flower and use less flowers so each flower can radiate its own beauty. Thank you, everyone. Allow yourself to breathe and transition out of this meditation space, but also know that it's possible to bring this freedom and this solidity and this stillness and this freshness to your day, to your activities, to your interactions. And thank you for bringing that and sharing that with all of us. May all beings feel peaceful and at ease today. And may all beings be free from suffering and all of the conditions that bring about the suffering.